Hello, so it is day 23. So today, yesterday I had a gap. I didn't come out, I didn't approach, and I've come out today. I wanted to just talk about motivation a little bit and sort of excuses around being tired, specifically this word tired. So I've been feeling quite low this last week, especially the last few days, and today, like, I didn't really want to come out. I was thinking about it. I was like, what's the reason that I don't want to come out? And all I could say in my head was I was just tired. I was too tired to come out, and I have come out. I've made myself come out with a bit of help. And so I'm thinking about this tiredness. I'm really thinking about this now, and I realised that there's two kinds of tiredness. So the first kind of tiredness is just like a physical, mental, emotional exhaustion. There's that kind of tiredness, and if you have that kind of tiredness, then you do need to rest, because if you don't, you're going to get ill. And I definitely have felt some of that last week. After I passed my exams, I kind of took a time out. I was just exhausted. And then, though, that's continued on, and I ended up spending maybe 5 or 6 days without going out. And I think that then started to move into the second kind of tiredness, which is more of an excuse. So I think there's a certain kind of tiredness where you'll be like, oh, I'm too tired to do this, where you're essentially making an excuse to not go out, or to not do this, or not do that. And I think certainly for the last 4-5 days now, I've been telling that to myself. I've been making that excuse to myself, telling myself I'm too tired to go out. And partly that's because I've lost some motivation in this, because I worked so hard towards getting these exams done that I had, that once they were over, I was like, I've done this huge, massive thing. And it was a massive thing for me. But once that was over, then I was like, I've done it now. There's this sort of feeling of satisfaction. And then all of a sudden, that tiredness started to creep in. So before I was recording this video, I was thinking about what I wanted to do, and I was thinking, I'm too tired. I'm too tired to approach anyone. I even thought I was too tired to film this video with people around me. I just thought I'm too tired to be around people. So that is an excuse. It's an excuse that I am making to myself to stop myself from progressing, from growing. So with that in mind, what I decided to do was to film this video walking around people on purpose, because it's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was go down a side street. I was just trying to do it then in my head. Go down a side street away from all the people and then just make a quiet video. But I can't do that because I'm making excuses about tiredness. So I'm now on my way into the place where there's loads of people, and I feel nervous because I'm holding up a big camera. I'm telling myself that I'm tired, but it's just an excuse. So I've got to stop making these excuses. I had loads of days off in this challenge that I needn't have had. I needn't have had those days off, and I'm looking at where I'm at, and I'm thinking that I can't afford to take any more days off now. I can't afford to make those excuses anymore, because if I do, then I'm just selling myself short. You can't afford to sell yourself short. You've got to do what you want to do with your life. And this for me is something that I set out to do. So I'm going to do it. And I have to, I mean, I'm probably going to, I think maybe I'll have this as a video that I will use in the future many times to remind myself of this, because I'm going to have to constantly remind myself that I'm making excuses. There's going to be times when I get exhausted, I get fatigued, I get emotionally, mentally tired, physically tired, and then I'll need a rest, and that's okay. But I can't let the excuse of tiredness then settle in and stop me from getting back out there. So this is me now, walking around with lots of people around me, and I'm going to carry on. I'm going to make sure that I do some approaches, just to shake my fist at tiredness. I'm not going to let it get the better of me. Okay, just done one. I'm going to see how many I can do in the next 10 minutes. Okay, just done another one. Got a number, agreed to do a English language exchange. I just met somebody who speaks Mandarin as their first language, and their English wasn't very good, so I said, oh, we should meet up and have a cup of tea and exchange languages, because I want to learn Mandarin. So I'm nearly over with the 10 minutes. So the 10 minutes are up, and there was a total of 6 missed opportunities. I did 2 approaches, so I did that in 10 minutes. So that tells me that I am making excuses in spades. I'm making far too many excuses about this. I'm spending way too much time in town not approaching, which up until this point has been okay. So, but I want to work on my excuses now, I think. I think that's clear to me. I need to stop making so many excuses about this. I think I would like to again go back to working on how many approaches that I'm doing versus missed opportunities. So I think I should now try and focus on, maybe set myself a challenge of every 1 in 3 approaches I need to do. Now that's really scary. It's going to be really scary, because I see people in with their mums, with their boyfriends, like, and I count those as missed opportunities. But with this, I'm gonna have to go up to them. So get over that fear. I'm gonna have to get over that fear now. Another thing is that So no more excuses. See you tomorrow.